Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about Rich Paul trying to undermine Jordan's accomplishment to boost LeBron. This is the normal nonsense. Everybody who played with LeBron or is friends with LeBron will always champion for him to be the GOAT. It's just what it is. And to no surprise, Rich Paul is one of his best friends, right? They started Klutch Sports together. So what do you expect? And for years, they have been championing for LeBron. So now he's going to say, if it's about the rings, then Bill Russell should be the GOAT. And why is he doing that? It's simple. He knows LeBron can't win the ring debate. So the best thing we should do is undermine that situation by saying, if it's about the rings, it's Bill Russell. So that'll disqualify that argument so he could give LeBron a chance. And this is what all LeBron fans do. And people who support him or people who want to say he's the GOAT. They always use the Bill Russell debate. Since Bill Russell have 11 rings, he should be the GOAT. And everybody knows when you compare Bill Russell to Michael Jordan or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it's not even close. It's not even close. When you compare accolades and overall, it's not even close. On top of that, when Bill Russell played, they only had like 8 teams. They had 8 basketball teams. And Bill Russell had the best team. Bill Russell's team was stacked with all-stars and Hall of Famers. He had a stacked team. And they only had 8 teams. I'm not trying to discredit Bill Russell. He is great. I'm not trying to discredit Bill Russell. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is whenever LeBron fans or people who want to say LeBron is the GOAT have a debate, they always use the Bill Russell argument because this is the best way they could discredit Michael Jordan by saying if it's about rings, then it's Bill Russell. And everybody knows if you take Bill Russell's resume, take Michael Jordan's resume, and go head to head, it's not even close. It's not even close. But if you have a brain, you know what Rich Paul is trying to do. Let's eliminate that situation because once we take the rings out of it, now LeBron has a chance. He at least has a shot. But if you leave the rings in it, then he can't compete. So let me use the Bill Russell argument, which everybody use over and over. And it's lame. Like, go look at Bill Russell's resume and then go look at Michael Jordan's resume. Compare them, go head to head. It's a blowout. It's a landslide. Like Jordan destroyed Bill Russell when it comes to accolades and achievements. So what are we talking about? But I know exactly what Rich Paul is trying to do. It's not going to work with me. It might work with casuals, but it's not going to work with me because I know what he's trying to do. So this is what Rich Paul had to say. I think Michael Jordan transcended the sports basketball. And I think LeBron James brought a consistency to the sport that maintained his relevancy. You see all these guys on TV every day. Oh, it's Michael, and it's about the rings. If it's about the rings, then it should be Bill Russell because he got 11 championships. LeBron's been to the finals half his career. That's pretty hard to do. It's just a matter of who has the microphone. I'm not going to be arguing with guys in the barbershop, you guys on TV every day, because this is who they think is the GOAT. So that is what Rich Paul had to say. Now, come on, let's be real. LeBron has been to 8 or 9 finals. That's a great accomplishment. But also we have to look at who did he play to get to those finals. On top of that, did LeBron not have super teams? Let's not forget about that now. LeBron had super teams. So he basically had the best teams in the East. Once LeBron went to Miami, he had the best teams in the East for multiple years. Season after season after season, he had the best teams. So you got to look at that. Number 2, Jordan never switched teams. Jordan stayed on one team. Even when he was losing, he stayed on the same team. Once he started winning, he never lost. You notice people never talk about this, more so LeBron fans. Once Jordan won his first ring, he never lost again. So they always talk about LeBron being to multiple finals back to back to back. But in the same breath, how come they don't talk about once Jordan won, he never lost again? 6 finals, he three-peated twice, and he has never lost. Listen to what I'm saying. If you want to say LeBron went to 8 finals, right? But he lost most of them, and you want to say Jordan went to 6 and he never lost? Who is greater? This ain't science. One guy never lost in 6 tries. Once he got to the finals, he never lost. And another guy lost most of them, more than half. Come on now. But anyone who support LeBron James, like Rich Paul, Kendrick Perkins, Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, they will always find a loophole, or use some kind of tactics to diminish Michael Jordan so LeBron could have a chance. That's what they'll do. Most knows LeBron can't win head-to-head. So what we got to do is disqualify the rings. So once we get that out the way, he has a better chance. Hence why Rich Paul started with the rings. That's the first thing he said. Oh, if it's about rings, then Bill Russell. And Bill Russell played at a time when they only had 8 basketball teams. Jordan played at a time when they had 30 basketball teams. It's a big difference. More competition. It was harder, easily harder. So what are we talking about? You just have to have some brain, common sense to see what Rich Paul is trying to do, as do Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, and all the LeBron loyalists. When we start talking about rings and Michael Jordan three-peating twice and never losing in the finals, they'll use the Bill Russell argument. That's their way of trying to disqualify Michael Jordan or nullifying that argument. Let's use the Bill Russell argument. Oh, he won 11, so he should be the GOAT. But who says Bill Russell is the GOAT? In most debate, you will not hear that. They don't believe that, but they'll use that because they know it's going to help LeBron in the argument. If you went to 8 or 9 finals and I went to 6 and I won all my 6, never lost, but you lost half of yours or more, somehow you're better than me? Come on. Let's make sense of this, please. Anybody, let's make sense. It's crazy how LeBron needs everybody to champion for him. Why can't his game speak for itself? If LeBron is so great, why do he need everybody to come and debate why he's the GOAT? And everybody who he's played with or who he's close with got to come in and, try to champion and debate for him? Why? Jordan don't need anybody to come to his rescue. His resume speaks for itself. MJ have an immaculate resume that speaks for itself. So he doesn't need anyone, any media personnel, anyone in the media to come out and say, oh yeah, he don't need that. I mean, yes, we debate the situation of who's the GOAT, but MJ doesn't have basketball players running to his rescue because you don't need to do all that. He has a resume. You could look at Michael Jordan's resume and it speaks for itself. He doesn't need anybody to rescue him. But LeBron needs all the media, everyone that he knows, to champion that he's the GOAT because his game can't hold up to Michael Jordan. And that's what the situation is. LeBron's game cannot hold up to Michael Jordan, so he needs everybody to come out and back him why he's the GOAT. In the history of basketball, I have never seen something like this, where a player needs people to help him win a GOAT debate. Why can't LeBron James' game speak for itself? I'm not saying he's not great, but if LeBron greatness was on GOAT status, we would all be saying he's the GOAT, but that's not the case. So he needs Rich Paul to make up stories, Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, and to use the age-old, tired Bill Russell argument, which everybody use. All the LeBron fans use the same argument. If it's about rings, then it's Bill Russell. Let's get that out of the way so now LeBron could have a chance. Because if we use rings, which is one of many categories, LeBron is going to lose. So let's disqualify the rings and get that out of the way. In a debate, championships and rings don't matter. Do you hear how stupid that sounds? It's nonsense. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.